Alrighty, yo. So I'm late on this because I was sleeping. I don't know why I had to wait a whole day, right? I had to wait a whole day, before I could even like we can get any information on freaking Maiden. So I fell asleep. Like I literally been waiting all day. But we're gonna take a look at her kit. It's fine. The character actually does come out in a few hours. It's 12:24 a.m. She comes up first. I don't know why even she came out after Guillotine when this character comes out first, right? As you guys see, we have to wait 14 hours. The 14-hour difference between these two characters, which I think is mad silly, but it's fine. Let's take a look at Maiden. Again, we've seen her burst skill already through the PV, so let's just, go here since it is what it is. Okay, well, I think a lot of people are gonna like this character. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I feel like a lot of people are gonna like this character, just because of wow. But it's okay. Okay. So first off, Guillotine, great character, good for Elysian, good water character. This is also an Elysian character, but a defender. So let's see what she's going to be, right? So okay, it's defender, burst 3. Both of them are burst 3. Electric rocket launcher. Okay, which isn't bad, of course. Okay, so let's take a look. Our first skill activates when entering burst stage 1. Affects self when MP is 0. So MP is mana points, right? MP recovers by 1. Mana points can be accumulated. All accumulated mana points is consumed by when using burst skill. Okay. Activates when entering full burst. Affects self when MP is 1 or above, or is above 1, which you will guaranteed have, because in order to get to a full burst, you would have to use a burst 1, like a burst stage 1. So that's fine, right? MP replenishes by 1. MP can be accumulated. All accumulated MPs consume when using burst skill. Okay, so she gets 1 mana point when you enter burst stage 1, and then when entering a full burst, she loses 1. Okay. Activates when attacking with full charge 6 times. Affects self. Max HP increased by 6.34%. Without restoring HP for 15 seconds, that stacks up to 10 times. Yeah, she better be skilling off HP if they're doing that, because that's crazy. She better skill off HP if she's doing that, because that's a lot. For 15 seconds, for stacks up to 10 times, bro, that's like well over 60. That's like close, maybe 65, 66, 67% max HP increase. And just when attacking with a full charge 6 times, crazy. So 60 normal attacks essentially. And then our skill 2 activates when MP is replenished. So when you enter a full burst, essentially affects all electric code allies except for self. Damage a strong element 40. Oh, because Crown just, or not even Crown, Cinderella just came out. Cinderella just came out, and she's an electric code. Oh, that's every burst. Like that's literally every full burst. It says activates when entering burst stage when you get 1, and then when you enter a full burst, you lose 1. That's every burst rotation. Electric code characters are having damage as strong elements increase by 40.9% for 10 seconds, and then attack increase by 20.9% of the casted attack for 10 seconds, which isn't that crazy because she's a defender. But then also the second part of her second skill is activates when MP is used. Affects self. Damage a strong element increased by 31% point 60 or 31.68% for 10 seconds. Attack increased by 32 or 3.2% of the cast's final max HP. Ooh. Bro, what is this? It's like another Cinderella. It's like a support. What? It's like another Cinderella. What? Activates when attacking with full charge for one time. Affects the enemy unit near to the crosshair. Deals 547.62% of final attack as damage. Activates when activates when attacking with full charge for one times. I'm so confused. I'm assuming that doesn't mean like every full burst. Or no, that can't be right. That cannot be right. Or not full burst. Every full charge. That can't be right. No. Right? It says activates when attacking with full charge for one times. Affects one enemy nearest to the crosshair. Deals 547% of final attack as damage. I'm so confused because if you go back to the first skill, it says activates when attacking with full charge for 6 times. So the wording is the exact same. I know she's not dealing 547% of final attack and damage for like full charge. I know she's not doing that. I know that doesn't make sense. I know she's not doing that because that's too crazy. That's way too crazy. Where her normal attack she's already doing what, 600%? Like, no, that's too crazy. That's no way that's how that works. And then her burst skill affects one enemy unit nearest to the crosshair, deals damage equal to 1,372.8% of attack that is calculated based on 10% of the caster's final max HP. Attacks continuously based on current MP. Elysion is saved. Tears in my eyes. They snapped. No. These two might be the best limited characters we have ever gotten in Nikke history. I'm talking like just the set. Both of them are crazy. Now, my thing is, this is the only thing, right? It doesn't really make sense, right? Because this says attacks continuously based on current MP. I want to go back to this real quick. I just want to see something with Maiden real quick. I want to see something real quick. Does this say how much MP she has here? 0 MP. Before you enter a full burst, how much MP does she have? She has 2 here. Right? She has 2 here. I wonder what her team was. Because she had 2, and the moment she used her burst skill, she went down to 0. Right? My question is, I'm so confused. How many MP does she get? Because it says when entering burst stage 1, affects self when MP is 0. Recovers MP by 1. And then it says MP can be accumulated. All accumulated MP is consumed when using burst skill. Right? When you use her burst skill, it's all consumed. But then it says here MP replenishes by 1 when you enter a full burst. So how did she get 2 MP? I'm so confused. Unless it was like she had like Bunny Alice who re-enters burst 1 and goes into another burst 1 and then into these characters, right? Because how in God's name did she have 2 MP if she gets 1 MP for entering burst stage 1, which only 1 character can do that, and then when entering a full burst, she loses 1? How did she have 2? I'm so confused on how that works. Look, she has 2. It says MP 2. But the moment you use her burst skill, that thing drops to 0. Because it makes sense. So you lose all MP when you stack to 0. Or when you like, it goes all the way to 0 when you use her burst skill. You lose all of it when you use her burst skill. So I'm so confused on how she got an extra MP there. MP is recovered by 1. Recovers by 1. It can be accumulated when entering burst stage 1. Entering a full burst. I'm so confused. I don't get that part. I generally don't get that part. Somebody's gonna have to make that make sense for me. But either way, she's crazy good. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. She's crazy good. Is she a buff to Elysion? Not necessarily, because well, she is actually. She is actually, because Guillotine is an electric character, and so has Maid Privity. These two are the good DPSs of Elysion, electric code wise, right? And then she also herself now is actually a very good DPS for Elysion. Like, she's a good electric character. So when MP is replenished, all electric code allies except self is getting this part, 40.9% for 10 seconds, and then 20.9% of the caster's attack for 10 seconds. That's going crazy for Ein, Scarlet, Anise, Cinderella, Axia, where her favorite item does good damage. Guillotine, fully invested, does good damage. Maid Privity. Like, that's very good. Very good for them. My thing that's blowing my mind is this right here. The activates when attacking with a full charge for 1 time. Affects 1 enemy unit near to the crosshair. Deals 547%. Isn't that quite crazy? Because how I'm reading that and how I'm understanding that is like every full charge she's doing that, because the wording on that is no different than the wording on the first skill, and the first skill stacks up to 10 times, so it's not proccing 1 time, right? It says activates when attacking with full charge 6 times, meaning every 6 times, I guess it's stacking, right? Every 6 times you're getting this off. Does that mean every 6 times this is going off? Is that not crazy? Sorry, y'all, I had to search up what replenish means, because I clearly had a completely different understanding. I thought replenish means it went down. It seems like it fills up, so that makes sense now. Okay, that makes more sense now. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I had to literally search. I did not understand how she had 2, right? So if that's the case, then you're probably not gonna want to use her burst skill first, right? When you enter a full burst, you get another one. So when you enter burst stage 1, you get 1. When you enter burst stage 2, a full burst, you get another one, essentially. Right? So, okay. So you don't want to use her burst skill first then. You want her to be set, which is exactly what they're going to use her with Cinderella, though. Like, they knew that. They knew exactly what they're doing. The moment they made her Defender, a Rocket Launcher, Electric Burst 3 character, and then said she did this on her second skill, you knew they knew you were putting her with Cinderella. So it was like, she was never going first anyways. We all knew that. Which is crazy, because that means this right here is happening 2 times on a boss, because the highest she could have possible is 2. Well, that's not the highest you can have possible. That's not the highest you can have possible. But if you do stack it up, like if you do make Maiden like the last character to use her burst skill, like you have a burst 3, another burst 3, and then another burst 3, and that last burst 3 is Maiden, and you just don't use Maiden's burst skill until the very last one, and she has like 20 MP, she's nuking. And I'm definitely going to try a video on that. I'm definitely going to make a video on that. She's nuking, right? It's definitely not in your best interest to save up like that. But you definitely could, because Electric is already crazy. Cinderella and Summer and East already run this together. That's your burst 3 and burst 3. So you could easily do that. And then the last burst skill that you're able to use, hit Maidens, and boom. Attack continuously based on current MP. It's quite crazy. Of 10% of the casters find a max HP. Do you know how crazy that is? When MP is used, affect self for 10 seconds, 3.2 of the casters find a max HP. Do you know? Oh my god, you can put her with... Oh. Bro, she's literally just Cinderella 2.0, bro. She's literally Cinderella 2.0. She's Cinderella 2.0. She's literally Cinderella 2.0. You put her and Cinderella and Rouge on the same team and you're going crazy. Yo! Yo, am I tripping? Yo, tears in my eyes. It was worth waking up for this. It's literally Cinderella 2.0. You can't go wrong with this combo. You put Rouge and Cinderella. No, you put Cinderella, then Rouge, and then you put Maiden, and then your other burst 1 and burst 2. You cannot go wrong with that team. You cannot go wrong with that team. She's good. Both of them are good. Must summons, I would say. You remember, yeah, you guys cannot summon for these two characters until next year. They're broken. I would say some. This is a Cinderella 2.0, right? And not only is she Cinderella 2.0, but she's buffing up the original Cinderella 2 and herself. And she's skilled off of HP. So both of them, oh my god. Oh my god. I'm telling you Maiden is going to be crazy with Rouge. I'm telling you that, y'all. It's your boy Zxous. My team, let me tell you guys the team though, actually. The team is going to be Crown as the first slot unit. Naga as the second slot unit. Or maybe not even Naga, we'll see. But it's going to be Crown as first slot. Naga in the second slot. Cinderella in the third slot. Rouge in the fourth slot. Maiden in the fifth slot. You are covered with that team. Your damage is covered with that team. I'm gonna try it. It's your boy Zxous. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace.